guys, thanks for joining me today in my Scrappy Saturday video series. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you for watching and welcome. So this video series, I'll be posting a new video every Saturday. I've also got other video series for Project Live, etc. as well. And for those of you who are my subscribers, thank you for watching. So the first thing I'm doing here is just matting my photo with a bunch of pattern paper. So you see that the kind of a spiral journaling paper, that's actually a really old one from Making Memories. It's actually called Flowers Ledger Pastel. I don't think you can get them anymore, but any kind of notebook paper should be fine. And I also am using this glass paper bag that came in a Studio Calico kit, just containing some sort of embellishment. I just saved that, and yeah. And the next thing you see me doing is also matting the photo with pen paper from the Create Paper. From Create Paper, the collection is actually called Notes and Things. It's old, but not that old. I think it's probably still, I don't know, the last 6 months or so. So I'm using pattern paper and also cutting up all these accents that came, just cutting up the accents that part of the 6x6 pad cardstock. And now I'm thinking, I'm interested in just getting another thing to add on top of that cluster. I believe I'm not actually going to be using that particular envelope looking one. The next thing I'm doing is just cutting up a pattern paper from a Hip Kit Club. I believe that's from the March 2016 kit. So that's relatively new, and now I'm just sticking down all of the paper that I am going to be using. And so now I was just thinking where to put that blue paper. It's funny because it actually looks quite bold, but it works quite well in terms of just kind of to making sure that the page pops out of the white background. Yeah, and now I'm just thinking how I'm going to cluster the photos as well, cluster the embellishments with this photo frame. So that photo frame, I believe, is actually from Create Paper as well. I think it should have been from a Maggie Holmes collection. I don't think it's called Bloom. I think it would have been a open book, I believe. It's relatively old, so but I'm sure you probably have a bunch of frames from a Maggie Holmes collection. So and now I'm thinking what I want to do with that frame and how I'm going to stick it down. I decided to use a kind of a foam dot, and I'm using a Stampin' Up one. The full size dot was actually too big, so I decided to just cut that in half, and it turned out to be a pretty good cost saving measure for me. So good all round. So, and now I'm just thinking what I'm going to do with this cluster. I'm also thinking of how I'm going to, what kind of title I'm going to be using. So that photo is a photo of me and my partner at a donut shop in Melbourne CBD. That was the first time we went there, and we absolutely loved it. It's one of those kind of gourmet-ish donuts. We don't have that many donut shops in Melbourne, to be honest, apart from the chains like, you know, Donut King and Krispy Kreme. So, and this is a very nice donut shop, and yeah. So, and I was just sticking down this sticker from Create Paper called, and the collection is called Kiss Kiss. So this is the accent stickers that came in this collection. And as you can see there, I'm just also using this heart that I just using my heart punch. I believe it's from Stampin' Up, and punch that from the crepe paper Notes and Things paper pad. And the next thing you see me doing there is just using some twine. Yeah, just kind of rolling it out, just trying to give it a bit of dimension, and then sticking on top of it just that camera pattern paper there, which I cut up from the 6x6 paper pad. And the next thing you'll see me doing is just using my Big Shot, and I'm actually going to be using this die, which is actually from Heidi Swap. It says lovely, so yeah, so, and I'm just going to be choosing a pattern paper from this 6x6 paper pad. So I'm just looking at instructions first, because to be honest, I can't remember exactly how to use it. And yeah, so it's very simple. I decided to just, there's no matting or anything like that. Go for it. And yeah, and I tried to kind of die cut on one side, so the other side of my plastic plate looks, nice and clean, but another one looks more used up. So yeah, so that's just, I don't know what really that would do, but I like at least one plate looking nice and clean. And I'm just popping this out from the die itself. It's actually relatively difficult, just mainly because of how intricate the word is, but it looks really quite nice, so I'm actually really happy with it. I think next time what I'd probably do is to cut up a few and maybe even, stick them down together just to add a bit of dimension onto the word itself. But having said that, I really like how it looks. I think it's it works quite well with the other embellishments on that page. And now what I'm doing is just using a sticker from the Kiss Kiss collection, just cutting that up. And what I want to do is just kind of give the page a little bit of frame. So I stick that, and then I stick that a little bit off the edge so that not the whole thing would stay. And now I'm just using that blue pattern paper that you saw me using earlier there as well, to add another, I guess, a blue component onto the page. So when I actually cut up that the sticker from Kiss Kiss, I decided to not just pull out the stick itself. I actually just cut around it so I can actually move it around and just see how I want to place it. And yeah, so I'm just cutting up the excess. And now I'm just trying to frame that bottom part, because that sticker from the Kiss Kiss collection has a hint of gold, and also, as you can see, the heart in the middle there is also in gold. I decided to use this washi tape that came from the Elliott Woods December Daily 2015 kit, and I'm just sticking that down and cutting off the excess there. And yeah, that's it. So I am now going to be doing some journaling onto the page, exactly onto that kind of that label sticker there. And what I'm essentially saying is, this is our first time at this donut shop, so we were very excited at finding this donut shop. So, and the next thing I'll be doing is doing some date stamping. No, actually, I'll be doing some more embellishments, just sticking down these enamel dots. I have a bunch of enamel dots from various companies, mostly from Studio Calico, but also from Basic Grays, you can see there, and also Frenchville, which the Frenchville one's actually from Spotlight, which I guess for those of you in the US will probably be like Joanne and some maybe Michael's. So yeah, so that is, I believe that's it, apart from just doing some date stamping. So that's it for this layout. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it. There are also some close-ups coming up as well. So this video is going to be the last video in the Scrappy Saturday video series. From next week on, I will be posting a new video series called Sketch to Scrap, which I will just be using based on a sketch which inspired by myself and other people, and create a 12 by 12 page from that. I hope you can join me next Saturday, and I hope to see you then. Bye!